Okay, we go ahead and call the Okay, we now call the Scott County work session to order. And first thing on the agenda, we have Scott and Kelly that come up here to actually talk to us about ankle monitoring. If you'd like to come up to this podium and talk, and they have some information they'd like to leave with us. And I think then maybe John can address them on maybe another thing or two, but thank you for coming.
Well, thanks for having us, Mayor, ladies and gentlemen of the Commission. My name is Scott Cranford. Kelly Arnold, she's my state director. What we offer is electronic and transdermal monitoring program throughout the state of Tennessee. Our corporate office, just so you all know a little background, is based in Cleveland, Tennessee, a couple hours away from here. But we operate all the way from Memphis, Tennessee, all the way here to Knoxville, Johnson City, and hoping to also offer the program to Scott County and others. What we've been able to do is we noticed that the jails in the state of Tennessee are overcrowded, number one. That's first and foremost. You can't just let them out, put them back out in the public, without some kind of treatment program or without some kind of extra tool. So we're using the monitors as a reduction in bail or no bond at all if they can't afford it, if they're indigent, and there's multiple ways for that to be paid for. One is by the offender if they have the money. One is by the state. We were able to get a monitoring fund for indigent folks to be paid for by the state budget, or if the county wanted to allot a certain amount of money to the sheriff's department to pay for the monitoring devices themselves. And in 2016, we were able to save the state of Tennessee $7.2 million in incarceration cost. By utilizing monitors, getting people out of jail, you're not paying that incarceration cost, and upwards of 50 to 70 to 40, depending on the county, dollars per day for the offender. We're also seeing that the compliance rate is about 98 to 99.4%, depending on the charges. People are not going back to jail in our program. They're being compliant while they're on our program. We're seeing the sobriety of the individuals. They're not wanting to use drugs or alcohol after they get off of our program. So we're really excited about that. But today I'm just here to see if there's a way for us to get on the full agenda so we can offer the full program. I would love to mail each and every one of you packets that is contained basically in this book. I wasn't sure today how many folks would be here, but I can definitely get that to you all through the mail so you can read on it. There's criteria based in here on what we're looking for as far as was the individual drinking with a child in the car? Was the BAC level above a 0.15? The length of time that that individual stays on monitor versus maybe longer or less if it's a first, second, third, fourth, or fifth offense, DUI, or drug-related charge. So we've outlined the entire program in the book. It's a very basic foundation that can be changed. Number one, we're going to monitor. Number two, we're going to report to the county, to the judge, the DA's office, whoever the county decides that is our monitoring authority to report to. Outside of that, we can make this program whatever the county wants to make it. I know at one point, the judge and everybody was utilizing GPS monitoring, I believe only in capacity to do this exact thing. And we just want to be able to see if we can bring a full program, not just for GPS, but also for alcohol and drug monitoring, and really make a difference. So that's kind of my, I guess, elevator pitch, if you shall. And I'll take any questions. I don't know how much time I have, but I appreciate you letting me go first.
I have a question. How much, do you have any cost figures for county this size with our, based on our incarceration rate and that kind of stuff?
Yes, I normally don't do volume based. I don't care normally if you have one monitor on or if you have 100 monitors on. I try to give the county the best price. My basic foundation is $10 a day to the offender, $8 a day to the county. Obviously, that to the county price can be massaged, but that is just my basic starting point. So $8 a day versus the $13 or $50 or $73 a day to incarcerate, depending on which number you use. I know the national average is like 73, but.
About $300 a month for the person that's been incarcerated, for widows been incarcerated.
Yes, sir. And we're about 95 to 96% on collections throughout the state of Tennessee. Folks are paying for their lives. They pay. They don't want to go back to jail. They're not buying alcohol. They're not buying cigarettes. They're not buying the things that they would normally buy because they can't use drugs. They can't drink. And the national average is about $12 to $13 a day for someone who drinks daily on alcohol. So we're actually saving them some money at $10 a day as well.
So $10 is directly your fee?
Yes, sir.
What you would recoup back on?
Yes, sir. That's what they would pay me. That's the only, it's a $75 enrollment fee, which is one time to get them enrolled in the program. And then it's $10 a day or $70 a week. We normally just bill weekly to make it easy. For the county, we would bill monthly. So the county would receive an invoice, say if you had 5 individuals on for the entire month over a 30-day period, you would receive an itemized invoice for 150 monitored days. 5 people times 30 days would be 150 monitored days times your daily rate.
Where would they come from to get the bracelet put on?
I would have somebody who local. Yes, I would. Either I have agencies all across the state of Tennessee. I have someone that can be here probably in about, an hour and 15 minutes. They live not far from here. We normally ask for a 2-hour window anyway. And as the program continues, I have no problem hiring a specific person for Scott County.
What happens if they don't pay?
We notify the court. And normally what we see there is they get brought in, they get explained to once again, hey, you've got to pay for this. It's either this or jail. It's your choice. And if they're just indigent and they can't pay, then we want to put them into the monitoring fund on the state level, or if there's some funds that the county can find available maybe to help incorporate some of that cost as well.
Mr. Cranmore, have you been in contact with either one of the court systems in Scott County, the criminal court, or the sessions court, or the sheriff's department, or the district attorney's office?
Ms. Arnold has actually reached out to Judge Cotton's office on a couple of occasions, and scheduling just has not been able to. We wanted to start there with the judge in that realm, but we wanted to start here with you all for the county side. Because we know it takes everyone, is what we've noticed. It takes the county commission.
Those are the entities that are going to be, I guess, working closest with you.
That is correct.
So, I mean, from my standpoint, I would suggest that you make contact with those court systems, the sheriff's department and the district attorney's office, because they're going to be the ones working with you in the court system to utilize the ankle monitoring system.
That is correct, yes. And we come to the county commissions in every one of our counties just mainly for the support of the commission in case there is funding that needs to be developed for the judge or sheriff's department. That way you all know what we are doing in the county.
Do you have any, you say you have some literature to?
I have an entire book.
Thank you.
John, right? John?
John, I mean, we've had an ankle thing before. I don't recall the county having financed it.
We did supplement.
It did not. There was no county money that was applied toward that, but, I'm not saying that it shouldn't come before the commission, but I think that it needs to be addressed by the criminal court system.
And we most definitely are working on setting those meetings up.
Do you have what kind of, are you providing services in any of the adjoining counties or anything close by or any?
So geographically, let me figure out where I'm at. I know you got Fentress to your left, right? And then, so basically, I believe my next county down, Kelly, is going to be Johnson, Washington, Johnson, Knoxville. from here.
Well, Claiborne,
Claiborne, Campbell,
Campbell,
yeah.
You are providing services to
Yes.
Claiborne, Campbell, Fitness.
Not Finchers, no, not yet, not Finchers yet. I was trying to figure out where I was, but yes, Campbell, Claiborne,
Knox,
Knox,
Blunt.
Blunt.
That's okay.
Any other counties in East Tennessee?
Oh, yes, sir. Granger, Carter, Hamlin,
Sullivan, Washington, Jefferson, Knox,
Loudon. I consider that East Tennessee just because it's above McMinn County. Basically, we operate in 75 of the 95 counties in the state. So we offer about 5 over in West Tennessee, and then almost every county east of I-65, with a few hubs here and there.
Step one would actually be with the criminal court system, because even if we voted to do anything, there would, unless they prove that they want to use it, then we have no, we wouldn't be able to utilize it anyway.
Absolutely, Commissioner, and this was the first meeting we could actually get to because the judge has been kind of out of town, and just our scheduling there, and we just had an opportunity to come here, and we just wanted to be able to give you all the information. That way, if y'all started hearing talk about it, you at least had some information or knew that, oh yeah, I remember talking to them. That way you were not blindsided from left field.
We get one size.
I understand. I've learned that as a county, each county I go into. So we just like to communicate with all parties. And that was
Thank
easy.
you very much.
Thank you, Mayor.
Brought you up front because we know you from Chattanooga. Probably got a long trip back if you're going back tonight.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate it, Commissioner. Thank you so much. I hope to see y'all soon.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, thank you
Kelly.
all. Good night, happy Fourth.
Thank you. You too. Okay, so first on the agenda is Ernest Phillips with the Mercy Service Committee. You see he's not here. Let's see. Yeah, you've got enough to actually do it.
Would you like me to do it, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, that'd be good.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We're ready to call Emergency Services Committee to order. Blue Day. Here. Keith Chapel. Patty Brown.
Here.
Sam Long.
Here.
Ron McBroom. Rick Burke. Here. And Ernest Phillips. All right. On the agenda, we have emergency service. I don't see anyone here for emergency service tonight, unless anyone has anything.
We got someone here.
Sheriff's Department.
We have got.
And emergency management. I see.
I don't have
You
anything.
don't have anything? Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Road department.
And under other, does anybody on the committee has anything they'd like to bring before the emergency services committee? Or is there anybody in the audience that has anything they'd like to bring before emergency service committee? If there's nothing else, I'll go ahead and entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting. Got a motion by Commissioner Burke and a second by Sam Ross. All in favor?
Okay, moving on, Buildings and Grounds Committee, Rick Russ, Chair.
Call the Building and Grounds Committee to order. Eric Newport, Sheila Butler. Sam Wiles. Here. Rick Burke. Here. Okay. Don't have nothing specifically on the agenda for tonight. We do have a proposal for the Old County Jail. That's from Van Allen out of Hartford City, Indiana. That is for a purchase. I met these people down there and spent about all day with them, looking over this building. His purpose is he buys buildings and pretty much leases them out for movie companies to do some things in. Y'all got this about the same time I have. Basically what I got is a bid for $25,000 for the old jail. What I want to know from this committee is, do we want to send this, refer this on to finance to accept this proposal or to review this proposal?
My understanding, what I read of this is they're gonna maintain it in its historical condition, right?
Absolutely, they don't want to deface it in any way.
Status of what
The building can never be defaced. That's in our contract and agreements for that. Reviewing through, there's estimated that there's $170,000 to $220,000 worth of upgrades to go into the building to get it restored back to where it should be. I know there's a lot of opposition to this on the final committee within this, so it doesn't matter to me the way how it goes on this, but basically what I need to know is, do we need to refer this any further, or do we need to stop it right where it's at?
The previous resolution, when you opened, or when you, I guess, formed the process, was that the Building and Grounds Committee would make a recommendation to the full commission. I'm not sure, when did you receive the information?
Tonight. I just
Just go on,
entered
Okay,
it
it might be worth you reviewing before you make recommendations.
That's okay, everybody will just bring this up to the next meeting.
There's no time on it, Jim.
Now,
Okay, the other thing, only other thing I have is that, been working with the Sheriff's Department and TDEC. Actually, I turned this over to Danny Phillips and TDEC. And the reason I brought this up is I think that somebody wants to address the commission on the landfill side, developing a shooting range for the Sheriff's Department up there. Do you have anything you want to
I
speak
don't
of?
believe not tonight, though. Have y'all done the workshop yet?
That's what we're doing right now.
It's his workshop.
What's going up? You want to talk about it?
I'll just deserve, y'all go ahead.
Okay. My information coming back from Danny is that there's still a possibility to meet up there and look at it, but his last conversation was that PDAC had basically changed their mind and possibly did not want any activity on that side whatsoever. But that's still up in the air, so we're kind of waiting on PDAC to get back with him on that. So. And that's basically all I have. Anybody else have anything you want to bring forward this committee? Second that motion. All in favor, say aye.
Okay, moving on to Community Development Committee, Robin Newman chairs, she's not here tonight. If anyone wants to see, that is enough to take care of.
I think we do have a report on that.
Okay.
And I'll call the community development committee to order. Eric Newport here, Rick Rice here, Sheila Butler, Jim Jeffers,
Here.
Rick Cross, and Mike Slade. Okay, first thing on the agenda is monthly update on the weather program.
She said that something, she didn't get all the information she needed, so she couldn't address it and bring it forward on this one. That she'd have to do it on the next one again. And she's missing some information she needed from Tim Slater, I think, and he's actually on vacation, so she couldn't get that information from him.
Okay. I have nothing other except that, is this a good time, you want to announce?
Yeah, I'm gonna do this, before I forget, the groundbreaking, for, the memorial that's on the Nancy, Park. Remember July 6th at 5:30. Invite anyone to come out that can. hopefully we'll have some out there and kind of see what progress has been made already on the site. So we'll be around July 6th at 5:30, this Thursday at 5:30 at the park. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
That's out next to Scott High.
Yeah.
Park this side.
That's right straight across from Justice Center.
Thank you.
Anybody else have anything to bring forward this committee? Not entertain a motion.
Make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor, say aye.
Okay, moving on to budget committee, Spring Cross Chair, is absent. Would anyone else want to take that on? Don't think we got a quorum. No, we don't. But we just passed that on.
We need to. I guess we need to set up a meeting for the budget committee so that we can get moving, so we can get the budget. School is meeting Wednesday, I think, and so we can get the numbers. If we can go ahead and maybe set a meeting for next, do you think, Dr. Cross, I can contact him and see if next Friday would be a good time for a meeting?
Friday.
The next one, the next Friday, so that we can move on with that process.
14.
July the 14th, and what I'll do, I'll email everyone and we'll post it out if I can confirm with him next Wednesday.
At what time will it be?
I'll let
Let us know.
I'll talk to the chairman and see what he wants to do.
Okay, moving on to intergovernmental committee. Trent Cross is also the chair there. Anyone want to take that?
Okay, Mr. Chairman, all right.
Okay, yes, sir.
I'll call intergovernmental committee to order. David Blueday,
Here.
Ernest Phillips, Patty Brown,
Here.
Judy Jeffers,
Here.
Keith Channel, Mike Slater, and Trent Cross. All right, there's nothing on the agenda under intergovernmental committee. Is there anything that anyone would like to bring up under the committee? Is there anyone in the audience that wants to bring anything before the intergovernmental committee? If not,
No, committee.
yes, sir, go right ahead.
Mr. Secretary. Yes. We've talked before tonight. I'd like to ask you on the status of Lake Covered Bridge Road. I don't want to, we talked professionally the other day, I want to talk professionally with you tonight.
On the covered bridge road,
Yes, sir.
we'll fix that when we got the money and it don't interfere with the other road work where people live. So that's before I can go with it. We will get it, but I'm not gonna say when, so we hope it's pretty quick, but just depends on where everything falls. You know, we've been not having much money for the last 2 months. And I know some people, well, you ought to save this, you ought to save that. You know, in our position, we try to do the best we can for people, and we're still short. But the covered bridge road, in my mind, and the mind of a lot of commissioners, the mind of a lot of people out there that's never gone to the covered bridge road, that's the last time on their mind. It's not the last time on my mind, but we got work to do before we go to it. And some people like June, she asked me a while ago, can't you run the grader down there? Yeah, I can run a grader down there, but she ain't gonna do nothing. But now I'm in a position now where y'all vote to leave it open. I'll have to put that road to specs. Good country road, county road in there. So the landowner, my knowledge, or what I think, is not gonna accept what we leave there. unless we fix this road. And I don't blame them.
But there's not, landowners on a lot of the roads that are not actually up to spec right now throughout the county that, are not gonna come back on you because the road ain't up to spec.
I don't know, the road you're talking about, Rick, I know they got some holes in them and things like that, some several. We do our best with them, we're limited resources, money. We would love to put blacktop on all roads. Now, we're getting this 4% gas, I believe it's 4 or 6, whatever it is. That's gonna help us some, but we still don't have it. So, you know, and like I tell people, that's the only thing that I haven't enjoyed being a road superintendent is taking care of taxpayers, because you don't have the money to do it with. If we had money, we'd have every road blacktop. But as far as saying they're not up to specs and things like this, I know, but they can travel the roads and travel without any problem. Wintertime, they don't, we're out there working our butt off. So before you can really start throwing off on the work we're doing, like you said there, you know, you gotta look at yourself. Why ain't the county court giving us any money to fix your road with? We represent the people of Scott County, but we won't give the road department no money. So you gotta swallow that bridge and say, Dick told me the truth. You know, just like the covered bridge, the night that you all voted against my recommendation, then asked, well, pay half of it for me. Well, I know that, we're not gonna do that. So what you're doing, you're doing a lot of things there, and then send the road department on that.
No, the thing is, Dick, is we, and I appreciate all the work and effort that John put into it and the battle that we went through court to keep it open. And then to fall back that, then the county court voted to keep it open. And then for our road superintendent to go down and put a gate across it. It's really bothered.
Okay, the gate thing, the gate was, the judge recommended to open the road. That was from Steve Howard having it blocked. Okay, so if Steve Howard had taken the gate down, which he was going to, then I asked John if I could use the gate instead of taking barricades over there and setting them up. So the gate is on the property line, or at least it's where it's marked and all. Okay, so instead of me going over there, and that's a lot cheaper, you know, barricading the road ain't just like going out there and putting a few rocks down to keep everybody up. So I asked John if I could use that gate, and he said, well, the road up I could. So really, that's my barricade. I mean, I'm gonna use that gate for a barricade, instead of me going over there and spending money to barricade off right. So, there's no big thing. Steve Howard he was going to take it down, and I told him to leave it up and I'll use it for a barricade. But Sheila and I was talking a while ago. See, I closed the road off before that. But when I got the call one weekend, I think, but I couldn't trace it back on the phone because I had no number on it. Well, what was done when this guy called and said, hey, I've been to cover the bridge road, and I busted my oil pan, and I was expecting more from the road department. So I go there the following work day, looking, and I didn't see no oil, no place over there. And they could have busted the oil pan, but there was no oil over there. And
So they can do that on any road in the county as far as something happening, but
Well, not
we're not gonna be liable for every time they bust a tire or propane.
Oh, no, not the tire, but when it comes to a motorcycle, and they were rocks sticking up 6 or 8 inches. Of course, you could drive down that road, and we drove down the road, but we drove with common sense. But if what I got, if I deemed it was unsafe to drive, to save a lawsuit, then I can keep it closed and fixed. You know, it'd just be like you all go out here and Tim, for instance, leaves a pile of garbage in the road, on the county road, somebody runs into it, then you're liable to be left there personally, knowing that it was done. Am I right, John? Halfway right?
Well, just to clarify, the judge did rule that it is a county road all the way to the river. The law does allow the road superintendent, and does give him independence, or her independence, whoever it is, to temporarily shut the road down until they can repair it, as long as it's not preventing someone from accessing their property, is what the case law says. So,
I would like to say I've had a couple calls on it too. These people do buy gas in the county, so they aren't paying taxes to the farm. They go back to the road department. And I'm not trying to get down on you or nothing, but I agree, the judge said open the road.
Right. I agree.
Wide road.
If there were people calling, you know, I've never had a call on this road, not one. When they call you, and I have a sweet talk with you, and they start giving you a hard time, tell them to call this second. I'll meet them anywhere. But you can't take everything you hear for granted. You gotta have a little bit.
No, but when can we drive down that road and check it out ourselves?
I'd like to go, but whenever you wanna go, I don't care. But it's not like you run the grader down that now. And what did that was one cover collapsed because of all that washout, washed the rocks out, just bit of rock.
This section, like I said, I want to keep this totally in professional level, as best as we can. But this court voted to keep the road open. The court case and the judge has to keep this road open.
Right.
And I'm asking you professionally right now, please open that road up.
I'll open the road up whenever I think I can. And I've got the people that travel the road to get to their home and all, they come first in my book. That's the way I'll always feel. I'm not saying I won't open the road. I'll probably get to it pretty quick, I don't know. But my thing is, the court wanted it open so bad, but they didn't want to appropriate to help me pay for it.
Well, here's what's going to happen in this section, and several people come and expressed it right off the bat, is there's a lot of roadways, it's county roadways within this county that only one property owner owns. And now they will come back in and say, I want my road, I want this road closed. And I know for a fact that two of them will be coming to this court. And how do you tell when you go out and you're gonna go out and inspect their road and they're deeming it that it's impassable, they're gonna bust a hole in their.
I think the law on that, where we've never been in Scott County because we're political in Scott County, very political. I think before it can be a county road, the last landowner, if he lives there, is supposed to, the county road is supposed to stop at his property line. But now we got road goes to a carport, and I'm not taking them in, goes to a man's carport, to mine. But before that goes, and it's been years since I read that, you can go to the last property owner line, if he lives there, it's got to stop at his property owner. I mean, at his property line. And we got to go, we got good ones on it, but it's political.
And then when they
And then that's why-
when their road shut off, then what do you do?
Well, if they
You
want
can't
to,
get a one no and not.
if they own a property and no one else owns behind them or access to their road, if they want the road closed, close it.
Just take it off the list.
Huh?
Take it off the county road list.
Yeah, let's close it. I mean, we should not be maintaining a personal driveway for no one. And I've said that for 15 years.
I agree 100% there.
But what was your question on what he wants to took off?
I'd say this, it would be for this court to make him go down there and get that road up to specs now. With all of our roads, it needs to.
Not asking him to make it,
But get it up to where it's at.
just because one landowner is saying.
And I'm not
he will
saying,
do it.
well, let me talk for you.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, all over this county, we got roads that people live on. I'm not saying don't fix that road either, but I'll say this, I think we wanna help them people that need to get home before we do down there. That's what I'm saying.
The only reason that I'm really anxious in that road, fixing it right, nobody right there. I had her get through high school and I love her to death. But other than that, it's a useless piece of road.
I had no
But it's,
purpose for that road whatsoever.
yeah, but it's not out of your budget, county budget, no way, form or fashion. You know, it's easier for me to spend Rick Burke's money, but when it comes to my money, I might back out on it. You know, we got a two things.
Okay, the thing is though, if, just take the gate down, just take the gate down, open the road back up.
What if somebody goes there and gets killed? What if somebody goes?
What if somebody goes down and gets killed now, when we can't get to them? EMS, rescue, we can't get into
You
it.
couldn't get ambulance down there anyway, Rick.
I can get an ATV down
Well,
there.
I'm sure if you gotta get down there, I could give you the serial number of that lot, but I've got it. See, Steve Howard don't have road department locked out. We can go down and go in there anytime we want to. See, it's a combination lock. So it's not locked out for everybody, but we can get to it.
This section, I just-
Now, Steve, what I want understood there, Steve was gonna take the gate down. Okay, and I asked him if I could use it after talking to John for a barricade, no problem. And he said, I'll leave it up, but he gave me the combination. So anytime anybody wants to ride down there, set up a meeting, we'll go, and if you and them it's safe, and you take the responsibility for it, the county, and let the road superintendent and road department be eliminated from liability, we'll open it tomorrow. If you want to sign off on it, where I'm not responsible, I can be held personally on it, knowing that that's bad. And they're gonna, I mean, we get sued daily, Rick, for, no, not daily, but people running off the road. So if I know it's bad, I ain't gonna
From what I gather, there really don't make much danger running off the road, because there's fence up down both sides of it now.
I don't know. Last time I was there, there wasn't none, I don't know.
Okay.
But now, yeah, county wanna help me pay for it.
And that's what I say. I mean, the road department, I mean, if we gonna push it, we don't give the road department, it don't matter who the road superintendent is. We do not, as a county body, give the road department no help.
I understand.
And I'd rather have a
I'm
traffic.
not asking you to go down there and fix it, I'm asking you to please take the gate down.
And what?
Please take the gate down.
If you'll get the county to sign off on it, me personally, and the road department will be eliminated from liability on it, we'll take the gate down tomorrow or next day. But you get the county to sign off where, I'm protecting the road department and myself. If you'll do that, we'll take it down. Okay?
Yes.
You know, so stance of the road department is that when they have the money, they'll fix it.
Huh?
When you have the money, you'll get down there
Right.
and you fix it.
But I'm sure, Steve, I've talked to him once or twice, probably 2 times, 3 times, since the meeting was here. I mean,
See, the thing is, we don't have to make it to his fence.
no, we'll make it a good road. And what's bad, 200 yards of that road, and I think Blue's been done. Where the creek is about the road is 2 foot or 3 foot lower than Paint Rock Creek coming down through there. Every time it floods out, you gotta go in there, same way as I got up, about got it corrected up, Jellicoe Creek. Every time the flood comes, you gotta go back in there and get your yard more extensive and stuff like that. Because there's no way that I can.
Well, I get a lot of calls from the same people about this road. The thing that is, we've done what the people asked us to do as far as following up and maybe following up, and we went to court, we got the road open. So, now that the road is closed back off, then it basically falls back into your hands, because you get the final decision on that.
Right.
So,
Okay.
But I don't think.
John Beatty, he's an honest man, he won't try to budge nothing. John gives me good advice, and I'll listen to his advice. Steve Hardy had never tried to get me to anything that wasn't right. So and the reason the door's not open is on the exception shoulders. And he's man enough to say that. And if people give me trouble, give my number, 215-3844. I'll meet them where they want to meet, we'll talk about it, but the pressure, the deal's on me.
It's not true to say that the county has never given any money.
You give me two.
And I didn't know,
That's kind of what it sounded
We,
like.
over time, this county has come.
Well, during this commission, we gave $5,000 for that road up there on industrial land.
Up on the sawmill, is that where you're going with?
No, I'm talking
Well,
about
I mean, okay.
going out there with the rescue squad and all
But
that.
as far as,
Yeah, but, you know,
We bought tractors for you. But, you know, we don't have a heck of a lot of money.
right, and that's what I'm
Deal with it.
saying.
Hey.
People think that the public things, you know, that they get all, you know that, property tax, the wheel
you
tax.
gave me $10,000 years ago to put up guardrail, I really appreciate that, we appreciate that. But what you can't do, you can't put your, but now, you go back on the tractor and see where you bought one.
But that's not back too far ago.
I mean, what,
It was during the last commission.
no,
Well, I was on this commission when we bought those tractors.
no.
No, the tractor, last three tractors we bought at the road department was bought when I started that.
Yeah, it's been several
Three
years since I
tractors.
bought tractor.
They bought.
All right, thank you, Mr. Sexton, appreciate it.
Okay.
Move on, unless anybody has anything
But
else.
have them to call in, I'll buy them a cup of coffee, we'll talk about it, but I'll get it done.
Thank you, sir.
Uh-huh.
All right, is there anything else, we bring up in there, Governor? I entertain a motion to adjourn. Got a motion by, Blue Day,
Second.
second by Patty Brown. All in favor, say aye.